we're 1-5 and, the win column doesn't look as good. For me, it's a big opportunity to finally put together a full game. We've felt, maybe besides the Pinkerton loss, that every single game we've played, we've been in for the majority. We've had chances to take control of those games that we did in the Keene game. But we haven't fully put together a start to finish full game of lacrosse that shows what we're capable of. The first couple games of the year, we went down early right away. The last two games, which we unfortunately both lost against, Salem on Saturday and Dover on Monday, we took the lead early. We scored a goal relatively quickly into the game, and then we kind of went into some doldrums of kind of some bad mistakes, forcing some things. And I think today's message when we get out to practice is we've got to put together a complete game. 48 minutes of the best lacrosse we can play, because if we can start getting into a rhythm like that, then we can start seeing that win column change a little bit. I'm trying to preach to the kids too. It's like, it's tough with where our record is and how some of these games have gone to, and it's hard for a kid to see this, it's more for the coaches, is that we are a much improved team from last year, and we're doing so many great things. It's just we haven't put together a complete effort. And when you're a young team in terms of varsity lacrosse, not putting together a full 48-minute effort, you're going to have some runs that you might not be able to answer. I think that was the Salem game. After we tied it up, we weren't able to answer that run, and then on Monday versus Dover, we were down by a goal, and they went on a little run that we just never got the chance to answer it because we had maybe a 5 to 10 minute stretch of reverting back to bad lacrosse habits, and so biggest message to these guys, it's not that it's I never want to tell the kids it's a goal is to win the game. It's a goal is to compete well, be there in the fourth quarter, and put together the best product we can, and then we'll see where the cards lie at the end. So today's message is go out there and have a really good practice and be prepared for tomorrow to play a full 48-minute complete game that we show what we are capable of to the best of our abilities.
So we were moving the ball well and moving and taking shots and high percentage shots and taking them where they should go in, and that's how we scored fast, and we just didn't keep doing that the rest of the game.
I think just passing the ball around, getting it moving quick, and then just finding that person who's open for just like that second who can take the shot is really what it was. And then I think after that we were just slow with the passes. We didn't really move the ball much around more, so then there wasn't really anyone open to take the shot, and we weren't really winning on the dodges, so I think that's what that is.
We just came out firing. We came out with energy, and we just didn't carry the energy throughout the whole game.
let alone a 3-goal lead quick in the game. We came out with some great energy. We dominated the first quarter for the most part, and I think especially inexperienced players and inexperience in playing with a lead is that we try to tell them, it's like, remember when you're down, like you're going to continue to try your best and execute and try to claw yourself back into that game. We said to them about the Salem game when we were down and we fought back in that game. The Keene game from I think the second game of the year, we were down 2-0 early and we clawed back. So kind of wish we talked about that more with them, about remembering that idea, because I think that's probably what really kind of swayed the momentum of that game, is that we were not necessarily used to playing with that lead, and we pulled off the gas just a little bit, and against anybody, not just a good team, against anybody, that if you pull your foot off the gas, that they're going to be able to capitalize, and it's going to, now you've got to kind of re-energize yourself, and I think we just did that a little too late against Merrimack Valley.
I feel like some of the other guys, I felt like some of our team thought, we were up 3-0 so the game was over, but it's definitely not that. Lacrosse, you can score goals real fast, so we definitely had to have kept our foot on the pedal and kept going, but we just didn't, and the game slipped away, and it's just how it ended.
Yeah, we went up 3-0 in the beginning. I think a bunch of us thought that, that's just how the game was going to go. I think we did that within, the first 2-3 minutes. I think offensively, a bunch of the players, they thought that's how it was going to go, so they kind of relaxed a little, chilled out a little. And then Merrimack Valley started scoring. We were getting messed up in the fast break, and they started scoring. Then offense, I don't think they scored till the second quarter, and then after that, we didn't really score much more. So that was definitely a problem.
It was definitely frustrating. We fought back as best as we could, but it was pretty rough.
Open. Top right. Open. Lucas, what are you doing? Watch your hand. Go back. Go. Over. Oh, Alex on you. Get rid of it. Go. Back. Like it. Oh yeah, Jake. Hey, get back down, Work. Get it, Jake. What's left? Hold! 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 Bottom hand! Block! Catch and go! Mike, one on! Stick up! Good stand! Stay with it! Oh! Yeah, good! Hey, we're even. Match up. 2 and 10, Ty. Rucker's deck. Right there. Go. We gotta go. Right there. Hey, their emergency, not ours. Hey, set out. Yeah, you're good. Body, Mike. Keep him out. Slide. One more. Good job, Greg.
The game's never over until it's over. Like you can be up as many points as you want, but someone can come back just as much as if the other team wants it more, they're gonna get it. So you just have to want to win the game, and everyone needs to play to their potential and win the game.
Just can't take your foot off the snake's neck. You gotta keep going, play all 4 quarters, and we just didn't do that.
I think, we had a light practice on Sunday. I do believe in giving some of the guys time off, especially in a season like this where there's a lot of games, a little bit different than like a football season where, you know, you're not going to have that stretch where you're going to have a bunch of practices in a row potentially without playing a game. So, you know, hindsight, maybe we should practice, but, you know, I've seen this group, we've done that in the past, and we've been able to step up to that. There's sometimes that step away allows you to play a little bit faster. But yeah, you know, I think, again, it comes back to the consistency thing, is when we're not playing consistently, or, you know, not every single kid on the field is playing consistently, because every kid's gonna have a good game, they're gonna have a bad game. And for us, it's as coaches, we've got to continue to emphasize is that we've got to pick each other up, and that when we get to those stressful moments of, oh no, this, you know, we're down, like we've been here before this year, it's okay, we've been down before, but we've also fought back. You know, and some of those games a bunch of those games have not ended up in wins, but we fought back before. So it's trying to reiterate to them and get them to believe in that, is that we're a team, we've been in this position before, and to do something, you know, to come back, it's going to take a little bit more focus and a little bit more effort, and maybe not pushing is, I think that's what our kids kind of go to, is when we're down and we're preaching for effort and focus, that they try to do a little too much, and that too much could be, you know, maybe trying to take those one-on-one dodges that we're not really trying to focus on, or forcing a pass that's not there, maybe taking an early shot. You know, it's getting them to understand, play team lacrosse and just be patient and work at. You can't score 7 goals at once. You know, and I used to say that, you know, we gotta get one here, but I really focus on it. We can't claw back without scoring the first one. And it's let's focus on getting 1 goal here. And you know, again, I thought we had some good opportunities yesterday. Just their goalie played well, and you know, maybe we just didn't put them in the best positions and the best spots on that we should have. And you know, I think that's the one thing, is when you're taking shots and you're getting shots on net and the goalie's making a save, that it kind of depletes you a little bit, and then, you know, our kids get a little frustrated. So, you know, this week of practice is getting back to those basics of trying to build some confidence back again with them. Because again, I think we've got some great kids, we've got some good athletes and good lacrosse players that, you know, we just need to find a way to put 48 together. And if we do, the kids are going to get that confidence back.
I think that was definitely good, because we got to actually take a break during our vacation. So we weren't just go every single day. We got a little bit of a break. It was 2-3 days. And we came back Sunday morning practice. So I think letting our bodies, like, you know, rejuvenate, heal up, and just chill for those days was good.
had some good games, we've had some close games, we beat Keene, but we just need to forget about all that and just play. Like, none of it really matters, no scores matter. Any team can beat any team, so I mean, like, looking at people's scores, looking at what teams beat who, doesn't really matter. We just have to come out and play lacrosse, and I feel like that's something that we don't do very often. But if we could get to that point where we don't think about who we're playing, we think about what their record are, what our record is, we just come out and play lacrosse, I feel like we'll get to a point where we can win games.
At this point in the season, if we wanted to make playoffs, I think we'd have to win out at this point. So definitely taking it one game at a time is what we would have to do. Just focusing on the next team up and just trying to get the win in that game.
It's definitely hard, you definitely don't want to just sit there and take it. You got to fight back. And that's just, I'm not going to sit there and take it, but the team as a whole just needs to come together and fight through the rest of the season.
It comes down to a consistency thing. I think that's, kind of the biggest issue. Like you said, we started off the season kind of going down in all the games, and then, the Salem game a couple weeks ago, Merrimack Valley, we'd come out, with good energy. I think in the Dover game too, we did the same thing. We came out, took a lead early, and then just weren't able to sustain it. And I think it just comes down to, we talked at the beginning of the season with the kids is being intentional in everything that we do, and we've got to consistently do that throughout the game. Kind of the message the last couple of days has been, we've got to play a 48-minute game. And I think when you've got minimal experience, whether it's just from guys that are new to the varsity team or guys new to lacrosse, is working through those frustrations. And I think that's kind of where we're at too, for the players, and they're frustrated with how the season has been going. And as coaches, we're frustrated how the season's been going, but for me, I'm frustrated with how we've coached. Is there something that we need to do better? And it's tough to put an answer on that. I think it goes back to being, consistent in what we do daily, harping on the same things, and, hopefully that we can put together a full complete effort. But, that's what the Merrimack Valley and Keene game came down to is, we played very well. I still think we play very well defensively. There's still things that need to be fixed, but, the consistency of the offense is staying in that groove, which we didn't do in the Merrimack Valley game. In the Keene game, we kind of got into that groove too late in the game. So harping on the kids is being consistent and being intentional in everything that we do, and hopefully that can kind of start to turn the tide, because, as a coach, it's hard for the players to see it this way, but as a coach, it's like, are we going to start playing? We want to be playing our best across the end of the season. Now, we can kick ourselves over, wish we were doing that earlier, but, for us, it's keeping the kids focused on, we need to continue to improve throughout the season. Losses and wins can't define us in that sense, is continue to look to improve, because that's the message of what sports are about, so.